I am Izzy Noodles, welcome back to the Bloody Sun, and last time I had already reloaded because I wasn't happy with how amazingly my butt had been kicked. It seems that I didn't even save my game either, and so I had to redo that horseman battle yet again, and again, and again, because I had some serious bad luck. I actually kept dying, but finally, after a tantrum, I had a very good attempt and have more than enough health. Unless I have a silly accident, that is. So now I've gone and jinxed it. Let's continue. So I picked up a juicy apple to give to the horse. However, before I go and use that, give it to the horse, I am going to pick up a secret. Or at least set up for a secret. So I'm going to do part of the timed run again. So you can just see in the corner there is a flare crystal. I'm going to do the hops on the timed platforms over to there. I'm going to hit the slope right above that. It's a little high. So I'm going to hit the slope just up there. Well, you get the idea. And then I'm going to hop into a gap. So it can be tricky, but you don't have to be worrying about the timer. So we do need to raise the platforms, so I will need to, pull that lever again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 will land you on top. So just 3 you'll need to grab, remember that. So easy peasy, don't worry about the timer. Whoops, okay, easy peasy. Okay, and then I prefer the half tile here, and then twist in the air and make sure to grab to land in this gap, and then pull this lever. So that's opened a secret door. We will be heading there momentarily. And you may or may not want to grab these flares. As I've said, there is absolutely no need to be using any flares. The level is pretty bright enough. So now, where's the horse? I always forget. I think it's in this one. Yep, so go ahead and use the juicy apple. I'm stuck. Okay, so just press like the what is that, the roll, the sprint? I forget which one's which. Oh my god, I'm stuck on the other door. The sprint button swaps things around, and then the walk button swaps back again. You do have to be completely still though. So do not be moving as you're trying to swap back and forth. So into this next doorway that opened up when we unleashed some enemies, just park your horse right here on this unique tile. So you probably spotted that raised up this platform. And before I continue with this, I'm going to go and grab that secret that I opened up access to. So that's right up there. So you do need to climb up onto this. And here we go. So you probably saw an archer in that next room as well. This room with the archer in just there, that's actually sandwiched in between this room, of course, and the room with the timed lever. Okay, and then just make sure to pick up the secret itself. Okay, so on with the puzzle. So we're going to need to drop this, well no, we're going to need to pull this lever, but hop off pretty darn quick because we've just released a boulder. So if I look down here as well, there's another unique tile. So I'm actually going to drop the boulder so that we can push it onto that tile. So you'll just need to release the platform. There we go, and then onto the platform. I think you need both tiles covered. That's only just crossed my mind. I always put the horse back on the tile. I'm sure you do. So yeah, now just give the boulder a push. So there's that archer. We've just opened up that doorway. So we're heading back to the timed lever and then we can make our way into that room. So just be aware, we've unleashed an archer. That's not a door. Why did I turn that way? So he may be in that room, he may have come out of that room. I just like to shoot wildly regardless, just to be sure. But just keep rolling around, he's pretty close to you, there's not too much you can do. There we go. I don't think he got me. So if you're close to archers, just keep turning and rolling behind them. So large medpack up on this block, and the important item we came in here for is a bow right behind the boxes. And it's showing us what we're going to be doing with the bow as well, so that's very helpful. So that's what we're going to shoot. Before leaving, we also need to just come around and pull this lever. There we go, so that's opened access to the Lasersight, so now we can go and grab that as well. Oops, my bad, I am being a fumblefingers. Lara, my controls are being a little funny. I didn't walk just then, and I certainly didn't attempt to draw the weapons. I don't know what's happening. But I confess I looked away, that's on me, that part's on me. Okay, so watch out for the maces hanging on the walls. That was actually unexpected. Okay. And there we go. We have some arrows as well, but they're only really used to shoot this target. I've never really used the crossbow for enemies. It's very slow firing, so it just feels like a waste of time. So yeah, that is right up there. So we just need to combine the bow and the laser sight, equip that, and you have 10 arrows, my bad. 9, yeah. There we go. And that has lowered this cage, and we can grab the first key, the Liriel key. Awesome. Okay, now we are going to grab the horse and we're going to go and do another timed run. Remember I said there was a timed run that we couldn't make? Now we can. Now we have the horse. We can get there faster. So we just need to return to that first cottage. So careful, it's very easy to crash into things, so just tippy-tap on your accelerator. And I'm going to park the horse specifically between these two doors. So I did mention last time that I wasn't going to open up this way back just yet because it would waste time. The reasoning is we're going to get the horse through there and these doors close behind. So they swap over, so I would be wasting my time if I had done that. Because I'd need to reopen them to get the horse in there. There we go. Okay, so don't forget, I did mention where the doors lead, but right here hard to look when I'm on the horse, but this, I pointed out there was a timed door here. So this is the location we're going to aim at to get to. Very careful down this slope. It's very easy to take damage. Okay, and we are at the first cottage, so I'm going to go around the back. Okay, so over here, do your best to just turn around. Easier said than done. Tippy taps. Ugh, okay. And the terrain makes it kind of tricky. If it's not that even, it's hard to get on and off the horse. So there's the back door that I opened. If you didn't yet open that, you'll have to do that now. So careful of the decor. Okay, and careful of this fire pit. So now we can come into this room. All that was in here is a timed lever, so that's why I didn't bother coming in here. So here it is. And you can see, you can't see for that beam, you can see that's actually the other side of the cottage. So, well, technically, I guess it's all one enormous cottage when I said there was a second one, because that door that you can see through there, that's the second cottage that I already passed. So it kind of seems like it's all connected. It's like a cottage mansion. So this is a very snug run. Okay, and go, go, go. So it can be very tricky to get on and off the horse as well. Okay, rush through, mind the maces. You kind of have to find that sweet spot to interact with the horse. So we're doing pretty good so far. And when we get to this section where we're going to get off the horse, just careful on the ground. As I've said, the terrain can be tough to get off the horse with. Whoa. Because it's not particularly even. Okay. And she takes a while to actually get off the horse. But that was my best time yet. Yeah, that was a good run. So right up here we have another Medpack. Careful dropping down on this side because of the decorations. We can grab some flares. And then just follow all the way around. So at the end there is a lever. And I did point out that door when we were there, so that's down in the basement. We can head straight down there. And for an easy shortcut, just come on through here. And this is the room where we pulled the timed lever. Very handy. Okay, down we go. Carry on through here and we'll definitely see the doorway that's opened up. It's right there. Okay, key number 2 in the bag, the Kyrrdis Key. So now we have that. The next 2 keys are actually in a different location, so we're going to head straight to a new area. We will need the horse to do that. So it can be a bit mind-boggling how to get back to the horse from here. There's actually, well, if you don't want to go through the cold water again, out the front door and that way, there is a way to go back. And yes, you will be kicking yourself. I certainly was when I realised I didn't have to go through the cold water, and I live streamed. There was a viewer that also said that they didn't realise this was a thing and they were also kicking themselves. So come back to the timed lever, because that timed door closed behind you, by the way. Just open it back up, because we're right here. Yep, genius. Okay, and out we come. Cool. Okay, so now we are heading back to the first cottage. I am still gonna talk. Oh, a bit of damage. I'm fine. It's fine. I have so much health. That's why you want to take it steady, because I wasn't exactly rushing anyway. But yeah, back to this first cottage, and yes, I will refer to them as two separate cottages, just, you know, for ease, I suppose. And round the back, and this is a pathway up here. So careful again, because there is a bit of a drop. There we go. So head up here and there will be another teleporter. So brand new location, and let's continue through. There we go, so this is the main area we're going to be in. This is the tower. And again, we get another map. So we are in Harley right now. So as I said before, the maps just don't make any difference. They're not that helpful. This lake is strange. It's not water, but something else, like some kind of mist. So this is cool. So if we go into the mist, you can see we now have a breath bar, so you don't want to be in this for too long. So if you run around the outside, you will see a chest. So we need to get access to that. That will be the final key we pick up. And now we can just hop over this way. So you don't need to worry too much about the breath bar. It doesn't go down especially quickly. So here's the tower, and we will need a key. We'll need to find a key to be able to get in. So while I'm over here, I will scout this area for goodies. So very tricky to see some mushrooms there, small medpack. There are some boxes in this area. So this closest one, this one just here, right next to that is another medpack. And this next one further along, if you push it this way, this is the only way you can actually push it out the way. There is a Waterskin, so that's kind of a hint of what's coming up. We will have a Waterskin puzzle. So this one is the small one. Actually, no, it's the large, my bad. So next, it's really not obvious what we're doing. So there is a ledge just here we can jump up to. And again, and we're going to unblock a passage. So the passage is actually pretty well hidden, but we need to unblock it. So we'll go on the other side of the fencing here. We'll be on that side and continue around. So I'm just pulling this block, and that's cleared the way. So careful exiting here. I have just thrown myself down to the ground floor before and taken a ton of damage. So don't do that. You don't want to do that. I can probably afford to, but I still don't want to. So once your bar is full, just drop on down, and you're going to need to look out for that secret passage. So right over here. So there's the fence. I was on the other side of that. And this is the block that I moved. And there is a fire, careful of that. And then climb out of the mist. So we're technically in the tower right now, we're just not in the section that we need to be in. And this is the tower key. Okay. So once we have that, we can head back out. So you don't really need to rush too much. Okay, and then come on over and use the key. Awesome, so once we get inside, to my right there's two doorways, one of which is not yet open. But this one I will just come in. And I'm gonna open a door, so I don't have to do this yet, but I am choosing to. So right here, pull this lever. And this is where we picked up the tower key. So we will need to come in here later, but not yet. So continuing through, we can see where we're going to be filling up the Waterskin. And just in the room over this way, if I angle enough without going into the room, you can see just about some wooden floorboards. So that implies we're going to be needing a torch. Firstly, I will come into this room. I'll do the Waterskin Puzzle. So here are the scales. And just over here, around the back of this plinth, is the small Waterskin. So how many liters do we need though? So approaching this, we will get a bit of a hint. So me and my sisters, we are the daughters of our dear mother, the world you call Darkover. You can count us with your eyes and follow us through the skies. I already gave you the answer to this, so this is the pop quiz. What's the answer? You probably thought I was mad. So it's actually referring to the moons in the sky. So me and my sisters, we are the daughters of our dear mother, and you can count us with your eyes and follow us through the skies. So if you want, you can go out and check the sky, but there are 4 moons. So that's the answer. So now let's go fill the Waterskin. So easy peasy, 4 litres. So we've got a 3 litre and a 5 litre, of course. So use the small one, fill that up. Put this into the 5 litre, and then again fill the 3 litre. Again, put it into the 5 and empty out the 5. Awesome, so that leaves the 1 litre in the 3 litres. I'm going to put that into the 5 litre for safekeeping. Okay, and fill the small one. Combine these 3 litres into the large one, giving us 4 litres. Easy peasy. I'm gonna save because I always like to save before using a Waterskin in case I just dump it all out. Awesome, so that has brought a block out of the wall, but not so obvious is above the block is a lever. So it does blend in pretty well. And it's not shown us what that's done, clearly. But what it did do is open this door over here. So now we can start climbing the tower. Okay, in this first room there is just a large Medpack. And actually I lied, there's not just a large Medpack, there is actually on the ceiling a hint for a tile puzzle in the room above. So yes, it's raining indoors, that's normal. But it's kind of, if I stand over this side it might be a little more obvious. So the tiles that are sticking out of the ceiling are in the location of where you want to stand up above. So yeah, it takes a little figuring out. But the tiles sticking out below are this one, and big leap to this one, and this furthest one. And that's opened that door over in the corner. So don't step on any other tiles, otherwise the door will close. And there's two things we can do in here. So at the back there's this lever which will raise a block to allow us to climb up to the next level. And you may have noticed I ran past this lever here. Okay, and that's opened up this door. So this is where we entered in, and that block there raised so that we can climb up further. And over there's the tile puzzle. So why did I just open this door? Well, if I step on a random other tile to close that corner door, and then come back into this doorway, we can see this has opened up access to this room, which contains a secret. Nice. Awesome. So continue. Okay, and this is the final level, so all we have to do now is just grab key number 3. The Mormallor Key. So that's it, just head on down. With these last 2 keys to find, it seems that it doesn't matter which order you do them in. I just always do this order. When you play a certain way, you know, that's just ingrained in you. So I just... oh, I forgot about these guys. So I just went and did it this way. Yeah, so there's 2 archers now on the loose. This is one reason why I wanted, you know, good health, because goodness, did they creep up on me. Oh my god, they actually killed me. That's a first. Okay, so something like that was a little bit better, where you can get a bit of distance, even though you can't really get too much distance away, unfortunately. But that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure I did have a little more health. Yeah, just because they do sneak up on you, except this time around I just completely forgot that they existed. Yeah. So now on with the puzzle for the final key. So coming into this room we can see a little clearer that there are some wooden floorboards, and at the back of the room there is a passage down to an even lower level. There we go, and right at the back of this room are the torches. So I've already pointed out we're going to light the torch, so that's also why I opened up that door. It kind of just saves putting the torch down to pick it back up again. Whoops. I seem to have fallen. Okay, straight through to here. Okay, so just drop on down and careful you don't get too close. Awesome. And it can be a little complicated to get the torch up here, so you can either open up the inventory or on the keyboard just jump, press the number 1 to draw the pistols. So drawing the pistols is a little easier. Also be on this higher section of this tile space. There we go. So yeah, kind of tricky. And if your breath bar is kind of going scarily down, just take a moment, leave the torch behind, climb up and get some air. Very patiently wait for the floor to fall away and then just drop down right here. So we've landed on top of a block and we happen to be in the same room where we got the torches. So hop to the next block and we have this empty sack. So I haven't shown you what we're doing with this, even though I could have done. So there's 2 ways back up, so you can either drop down and climb up that way or just back up the way you came. So with the empty sack, I am now going to show you where we're going to place it. We can't place it yet because we need to combine it with something. So back into this side room. So just hop the gap. And we're going to use it right here, so we need to find something to make it heavier. We need to turn it into a heavy sack. And we're going to go out and find some rocks. So straight on down, remember to keep an eye on your breath. So right out this way, just a straight line over to the far corner. On these whiter stones, there are some rocks. And then rush back inside. Okay, come on over and combine them together.
No.
Oh, no, combine with the empty sack and use the heavy sack. Awesome, so now we can easily go and grab that final key. So I suppose it doesn't matter if you go out the way you came in, down the secret passage, or whether you come this way. But here we go, just hop across and then carefully walk around. So it doesn't matter if you fall, it's just kind of annoying. And the final key is the Idriel Key. Awesome, so now let's go and place them. So your health now is pretty fair game. I wanted to make sure I had enough to take damage from those last two archers. Okay, back through the teleporter. And back to your horse. I think you can only give it the apple from this side, because it's kind of like it's a Jeep. You can only use the keys on one side kind of thing. Okay, careful up here because of the drop down again, especially if you don't have much health. Okay, so we're not quite done here. There's still a little more to do. So come inside and this guy will follow. The Chieris Stone, finally. So he's on his way. Oh, mind the decor. So we're gonna just wait for him to come inside. I do need to be on the lower level. Land in the water, you won't really take damage. And he is going to come round and then open this gate. And then go ahead and pull this lever that's in here. Awesome, so we can go back up and grab that now. However, we do have one final secret to get. We have receptacles on the wall shaped like our secret crosses. So we can use these here, and then when you use secrets to get another secret, I refer to it as a super secret. So we can go and grab the super secrets. So that has opened up. That's actually on the higher level, so we'll need to make our way back up. Careful of any maces on the walls. Okay, just passing the stone for now. So at the back, just trying to be careful. This room has opened up and we can grab the sword of Don Esteban. Nice. Okay, and then we can just grab the Chieris Stone. So this guy is now gonna start leaving. I'm overcompensating because of these maces. So yeah, this guy is also gonna make his way out. There we go, he's very kindly opened up this door for us. And he's even called us an Uber to take us home. The end. Thanks for playing. So let's go grab that Uber. So there we go. I do hope you've enjoyed my very special walkthrough dedicated to the memory of killer gameplays. And I hope to see you next time. Take it easy.